Good evening and namaste. I'm Kallade Venkatesan, shortly called Venkat. Greeting all of you, and it's a nice, beautiful moment to join in the evenings. I think 9:30 fits all of us, I hope. So you can give your feedback also at the end of the program. And first of all, the lady that you see in the photograph is Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji is a respected form of addressing, and she doesn't belong to any particular religion. Father Hindu, mother Christian, and she studied in Lahore in Pakistan. So all the three religions, she had the essence of everything right from her childhood. In the year 1970, she opened the a new moment, an awareness in the history of human evolution, that the collective energy which is running the whole universe, which could be felt by every individual who get into the phenomena called self-realization. And so she established a technique called Sahaja Yoga meditation. Sahaja means spontaneous or easy or born with. Saha means with, wooden or born. Ja means born. So with born means already which is built in. So there is an instrument which is in everyone, and I will load the file and the chart of that. That instrument is already there in everyone. So we don't need to do any special effort to achieve anything. Everything is already there. And all we need to do is just to follow the steps that she has prescribed. Okay. So if you see on the right side of your screen, there is a chakra chart. A chakra means the energy, which are the round things which you see in the middle. And there are three energy channels. Left side is coded with blue, right side is coded with yellow, and the central is black color. Actually, it is in order to differentiate the background, they have put it in black color. Actually, it is colorless, or you will say that transparent color. So what happens in Sahaja Yoga is that there is a energy called Kundalini, which you can see in the above the number one chakra, that is innocence, and it is lying in as a spiral. You can see the black spiral written on that, I mean printed on that, in a triangular bone area. This, she is called Kundalini. Why we call it she? Because she is a motherly energy. This motherly energy means she is compassionate. She knows about everything, as a mother would keep a tab on the child always. And this energy knows everything about us, not only this life, also in the past, and also what happened in the future. So we are not going into any future and the past calculations here. What we are going to do is enjoy the moment, because the past doesn't exist anymore, and the future has not yet arrived. Anything can happen in the future. So we always presume, according to our mind game, according to our ego and super ego, we always presume this will happen, that will happen. We plan, maybe it doesn't happen. The reality may be something else. So when we avoid both the past and the future and stay in the middle, we are in contact with the reality, which is the truth. This reality is nothing but the energy of the all pervading power. And that the reflection of that power is this Kundalini. So when she is raised by authorized people, for example, all the sage yogis who are practicing it are authorized, because when you raise her, she will coolly climb up without any disturbance. Whenever there is a blockage, she will stop gently, she'll pause there and wait till the chakra is fully opened out. Because when this Kundalini energy touches each and every energy center, the corresponding powers in those energy centers automatically understand that the time has come for me to open out. And then, with the difficulty or without difficulty, they slowly, gradually open out. And she goes up further and crosses the limbic area on top of the area, this is which is called fontanelle. This fontanelle bone area is the one which was pulsating as a soft bone in our as we were babies, and this calcifies and closes by the age of 4 or 5. So till that time, this we are under contact with this all pervading energy. So that's why we are mostly fearless, we are happy, and we leave it to our mother to take care of us. When we need something, mother takes care of us. All these things happen because we were not playing into our own identity. We were playing with the identity of the mother. This motherly energy is the same, is our individual mother, and she knows us in and out, in and out. The result, when this energy touches here, she comes through these two channels which you see, the blue and yellow channel, comes through this, and then awakens to the energy from the below and takes it back, nourishes this, not awakened, she's already awakened. When this area is opened out, she comes back and nourishes all the higher energy centers. Because of this, through the shoulder, through, we call it Vishuddhi chakra in our language. I will explain all these chakras. You can see for 5 communication. And this energy, this all pervading power of this energy, collective energy, starts communicating in our fingertips. Okay, because each and every fingertip is connected with one energy center. You can see, number one, this inner sense is connected with the point in the wrist. Number two, here in the thumb finger, you can see yellow to yellow. Yeah. And then number three is a green, which is basically the middle of our stomach. We call it Nabi chakra, which is being connected to the um, Zeiger finger of Deutsch second pointing, which is index finger. Then, sorry, this is index finger, right? And then this is a ring finger is connected with this, this forehead. And then the last, this small finger, little finger, is connected with our heart chakra. So all of them are interconnected, and also the middle portion is connected with our fontanelle. All of them are connected, interconnected with each other. All the nerve center, nerve endings, all can be, feeling the so-called energy flow of energy, which we call vibration. Vibration doesn't mean shaking. This a flow of the cool wind is, which was described in all the religions, in all the scriptures, even in every land has some form of this reflection of this phenomena called self-realization. Okay, so this is the basic. Now we would what we would achieve is, first of all, we will become when this energy rises and she touches our frontal bone area, we get our inner, upliftment, or we can call it a second birth inside, such a spontaneous way, without any pain, without any problem. Spontaneously we get into that state of meditation. Meditation is not something which we try and achieve. It is a state which is already available, as nature is in meditation. Flowers and plants and birds and animals and innocent children are all in nature. They are all, by their nature, they are all in meditation. What we do is we just enter into the state of meditation. What we could have is that we also try to enter that. There is no age barrier here. Anybody can do this because there is no physical exercise involved in that, except maybe a minor hand movements. And that also, when your attention is good, you are already into it. But what Shri Mataji says, for the first time, we follow that, because then you will be sure that you have got it, you have achieved it. Okay. So at the end of it, you may feel a cool or a warm breeze. And if a warm thing comes, doesn't matter. It is not energy like in science we called energy is heat. No, it's not like that. This inner energy, inner subtle system feels cool energy, or we call it cool vibrations. So what we could do is that we could get connected, we become silent. That's the first sign. The cool and warm can follow. Okay, some people get it on the very first time. Some people may get a few weeks into the programs. So some people may take a little longer. But in any case, we have specialists in Sahaj Yoga who can help you. You can always reach out to us through our feedback email, which will flash it, and you can just keep continuing. And at one point of time, you all will feel it. And millions of people have felt it. And it's more than 180 countries have been practicing it. And it is not a movement from India. It is a movement from a person who was born in India, but she's more worldwide, recognized. Many countries have recognized her. She has got the highest order of merit, also in India, in Italy, and also many countries, also in South America, and so many places. So you are welcome again. Once again, let us hear what Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi says about the subtle system, and how she is going to help us to get to that state, okay, or the self realization.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. You have to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it with our human awareness. We cannot order it. We cannot manipulate it. We cannot organize it. It is what it is, has been and will be. And what is the truth? Truth is that we are surrounded, or we are penetrated, or we are nourished, looked after and loved by a very subtle energy, which is the energy of divine love. The second truth is that we are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, this ego, but we are the spirit. You don't have to accept what I am saying blindly, because blind faith leads to fanaticism. But as scientists, you must keep your mind open and see for yourself what I am saying. If it is so, honestly, you must accept it. We know so much through science about our civilization, our advancement. This is the advancement of a tree which has grown outside very much. But if we do not know our roots, we will be destroyed. So it is important to know about our roots. And this is what it is that I would say are our roots. As you can see, there are 7 centers within us. And these subtle centers are placed in the spinal cord and in the brain. These cater to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. On the physical side, they manifest the energy for the use of our plexuses, which look after our physical problems. That is on the right side. the energy which is supplied by this yellow line, a subtle channel, we call it as the Pingala Nadi. This supplies energy for our physical and mental actions. So this is the power of action within us, which also caters to the right sympathetic nervous system. The another channel you see on the left hand side is the channel by which we desire, put our energy to our desire. So this is the power of desire and looks after our emotions. This is the one which looks after our conditionings also. At the end of these two channels, they create two institutions. One on the right side crosses over, and the yellow balloon that you see is the ego, is the balloon of ego that we have. And the left hand side one, which conditions our mind, is the balloon of superego. As we start growing in age, by the time we are 12 years of age, these two completely meet and the soft bone in our head becomes completely calcified. Now there's third energy within us, which is in the center. And this central energy is the one which has made us human beings. And these centers are the milestones of our evolution. So now the last jumping is left out. It has reached up to the limbic area. Now, only thing is it has to break through the soft bone on the head and break through that, which is the actualization of baptism. Baptism is not an artificial thing. It is an actualization. But the energy that does it is, we call it sleeping energy, in the triangular bone called as sacrum. That means the Greeks knew that this is a sacred bone, that they called it sacrum. This energy has to rise and break through that fontanelle bone area and connect us to that subtle divine power which we have never felt during human awareness. Thus, we get connected to this divine power and we start feeling it on our fingertips. It is described in the Quran that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak and they will give witness against you. That is, you start feeling your own centers. These are 5, 6 and 7 centers, and they indicate what's wrong with you within yourself. What's the problem? Also, you can feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Because this sleeping power, which is called as the Kundalini, Kundala means coils, is the
So that's a kind of an introduction. I hope we all must have understood it. If you have not understood, no problem. Now we will go into the next exercise, which will help us to have a direct feel of the same. Okay, that is a self-realization part. I'm going to play that. It's about another maximum 10 minutes or so. Thank you.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time, the left hand is towards me. Now, here you have to say, in your heart, with all sincerity, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your mastery, your guidance, your Guru Tattva as they say. So ask a question, Mother, am I my own master? This is a question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now, bring your right hand down below, in the lower part of the abdomen. Now, this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. So to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awakened. Now to help the Kundalini rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence to help the Kundalini to rise, Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. Now one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say it. Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say it. Please say it. Very hot. Now raise your hand across on your forehead. And it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now some would say that it's very difficult to forgive. But it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. We do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing, which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization, because I cannot force on you. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times, very hard. Slowly, saying that.
So that was the self-realization experience. It's the first time we initiate. After that, it's a very domestic affair. 10 minutes a day, you can meditate, and you can go to our website and open the page and look at the photographs, and you can do the instructions that is said there are some videos into it, some links into it. You can do that, and you are always welcome to join our programs every Monday at 7:30 p.m. 19:30 hours. We are having on the online the same platform. In case if you would like your friends and family members to benefit, you are most welcome. Please bring them. As I already mentioned, there is no class, age, or religion. Is nothing is involved. It's all internal mechanism inside of us is the same. The spirit in us is the same like the others. So there is no difference. So you are welcome to bring your family also into the online meditation. It'll do a world of good, especially during this pandemic time. And at the end of every meditation, before and after, it doesn't matter how long you meditate, how intense and deep you have the desire to do it. That will bring the conducive atmosphere, to get into that state of meditation, and eventually the thoughtless and doubtless awareness. We'll learn that more about this in every session. Every week we have a topic. And today, there was no specific activity plan. I would reiterate on a certain couple of aspects. That one is, we after the meditation or before the meditation, we raise our Kundalini energy and put a knot like this. We raise it from the spinal cord and put a knot. And then 7 times we move the hand left to right. This is called Bandhan in Indian language, Hindi language, and it's also in Sanskrit. Bandhan means protection, and this would keep our attention intact, and it'll keep it within. Most of the time we are bombarded by the external happenings, and we hardly have any time to go inside and enjoy that treasure of peace inside of us. So Kundalini energy would pull our attention back, suck it inside, so that we can stay as long as we want. As long as we desire to be in, we can be in there. So it is like you are taking a car and driving till the destination is, then you stop and then you get down. It's as simple as that. So what we have to do here is to follow certain basic things. So we do this raising of the Kundalini. I would load that file and I'll show you in a minute. Then accordingly we can practice it. You can practice it at home every day, in the morning or evening, or every time when you sit for meditation, before and after. Okay, so I'll just open that.
You have already seen that you can take a foot soak for meditation. Foot soaking is a basic method to balance your inner system. To cool down your right side, use cold water for your
Sorry, that is about the next video which was to come. It landed first, but we can also watch this video, and at the end of this also we do before we go to bed is a water treatment, and this would help us to eliminate all the negative energy, the waste of energy that has gone inside. After this, I'll put this, raising Kundalini again.
foot soak.
You need
a towel, a jug full of fresh water, a handful of salt, and a bowl. This bowl should be used for foot soaking only. The temperature of the water should always be pleasing. Make sure you have prepared the towel and the jug full of water beforehand. Add a handful of salt. It represents the earth element and therefore has a cleansing effect on the lower energy centers. Now, you can raise your Kundalini and take a bandhan. A foot soak is done best at night, before going to bed. You will find that your quality of sleep is enhanced and your meditations are deeper. Sit comfortably with your hands toward the lit candle, palms upwards. Meditate while soaking your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not close your eyes, otherwise the foot soak loses its cleansing effect. To finish the foot soak, raise your Kundalini and take a bandhan. This protects your subtle body and preserves the state of meditation. Rinse and dry your feet. Then flush the water down the toilet and wash your hands.
To take a foot soak is a very good preparation for meditation. Actually, if you do it regularly, like brushing your teeth, it'll be most effective.
Like to introduce the raising of the Kundalini, which I was talking before this last video was placed. This is a standard procedure before and after we sit for meditation. This is done in order to protect our attention from being dragged outside, and rather it will settle well down into our inner system, and we can start feeling once the vibration picks up also, and once this cool breeze starts climbing, or when warm breeze comes, whatever awareness comes inside, your fingertips can feel it. But to keep and stay in that stage, it could be a little challenge, because when we get down into our mundane activities, we might lose our attention from this peaceful inner state. So that's why it's better to keep ourselves raising the Kundalini and put it before and after the meditation, so that the meditation goes without any disturbance and gives us the full effect. Let's watch this video.
And we tie it at the top of the head in a knot. And again, second time, bringing the Kundalini up, and we tie it into a knot, like so. And the third time, we raise the Kundalini up, rotating the right hand, and tying it into 3 knots. 3 like so. Then now we'll put ourselves in called a bandhan. A bandhan is a protection. So we bring the energy over our heads from the left side to the right and back again. That's once. Do that 7 times. This, we'll sit with our hands open.
So this is called bandhan, and basically bandhan is the protection from our own inner energy, or the energy which is the inner energy is a reflection of the all-pervading cosmic energy. So we call it Kundalini, and there are so many scriptures in maybe called it different names, but this Kundala means spiral, as I mentioned before. She's in the form of 3.5 coil, spiral, as we saw in the chakra, as in the chart, which I put it up again. So that is the experience part, and then daily when we before we sit, we do this bandhan, which I seen last, and one video before that we saw the foot soaking. That really helps, because every time we come back from office, come back from marketplace, knowingly or unknowingly, we pick up a lot of these signals, disturbing electro signals or the vibratory disturbances that our body or subtle system might absorb. It's like a sponge. We are all working into the world with the different energies and communications of signals. So not all the signals, or not all the knowledge, or not all the happenings are nice to us. Many of them are even damaging our inner self. But when we can protect ourselves through these meditation techniques and also clearing it or releasing these negative energies that we absorb through this water treatment, we'll become free. And more we free ourselves, that much we'll be able to receive. It's like a pipe which is filled with some dirt inside cannot suck in fresh water, even if it is being pumped. It will take a lot of effort to push it. So when we stay clean, this would definitely help us to absorb more and more of this natural energy. Then we'll be able to enjoy the nature. We'll be able to enjoy the birds and the plants. We'll be enjoy able to enjoy people who are innocent, the children. Even our own circumstances and surroundings. Everything, whatever is emitting this joy and peace, will be in most of the great souls, painters and musicians. They all had this energy awakened even without their knowledge. They did not know what it is, but whatever they did was creating or kind of helping this our energy to rise up and enjoy that even without our knowledge too. So sometimes, if you say Michelangelo, or you can say Rembrandt and Goethe in Germany, and also we have Sebastian Bach, so many things, Mozart, so many great, and William Blake in recently in England. So all these great people had this energy inside. And also when we talk about freedom movement, Mahatma Gandhi from India, he is the first one who set the tone for freedom. And from human freedom, it went to the inner freedom. And incidentally, Shri Mataji, whom you see in the photograph, and as a young girl, she had been in his ashram, and he used to take her advice on major decisions because he knew that she has some special, powers and some special what you call advisory capability already in those age when she was 7 or 8 year old. So what I would insist is that you don't need to be a very grown up to understand everything. You can be young, you can be old. It doesn't matter. Kundalini in us is very old, whether we know it or not, and it knows everything about us. So let's practice this on and off every week at Monday 9:30. So today I wanted to say something about the times that we are going through. What we basically find is an attack on our immune system and central nervous system because fear and panic are caused by external factors mostly, and in some cases internal. Even if it is internal, it is not your own because the spirit never is scared or afraid of anything. What happens is it's because of the past or because of the fear of the future, always create that. We have, if you see in the right side chakra chart, there is number 4 is security. That is the central place in our breast, and this is called heart chakra. In Sahaja Yoga, we have got three heart. One is left, another one is right, and central. Left one is a physical heart where resides our spirit, and the right one is a lung, and the central one is a sternum bone where the antibodies are created, who are up to the age of 12 they develop in the children, and then they are sent to different parts of their bodies and different parts and different cells. They go on to protect those areas against a possible invasion by diseases, bacteria and viruses, and any kind of infection and so on. So when through Saj Yoga, to a maximum extent, I would not guarantee 100%, to a maximum extent, what we could do is that we could develop this center by the meditation technique. What we do basically is to take a breathing. This is not a part of medical science as people prophesize. It is not so. It remained already in the ancient times. Through breathing, they could achieve the balance. But achieving the balance through meditation was done very in a very beautiful collective way, Ama's way, was done by Shri Mataji only. Nobody else could do that. It all remained in books and in knowledge, but the actual experience had happened only in 1975 May when she did the great phenomena of self-realization in the collective level. So I would suggest and welcome you to go through our website and give us also your feedback about the program. I'll type my our website, collective website, okay, which can give you more insight into what Sai Yoga is, sahajayoga.de for German, and for English, free meditation.com. You can have a look at it. So both of them have the uh, insight into the whole thing. And for our feedback into our programs, we also have a um, feedback site where you can mm, where you can leave your comments, and if you want more material to address or to practice, you can also write to us into the feedback column. Okay, so feedback.sajoga.de, I'll just put it up. Yeah, feedback dot sy stands for sajoga online at gmail.com. So that's the end of today's formal end of this program. However, I'll still play the music which I was playing in the beginning. The music is always an essential part of relaxation, and in this case, music's played by people who have achieved self-realization, who have got self-realization, their self-realization would reflect the same amount of joy that they felt it. So I would like to play this music for a few minutes, then I'll wind up. If you have time, if you have the desire, and if you want to relax into it, you're welcome. So that is what it is for today. And namaste, and thank you very much for joining us. And you're welcome. As I told you, 19:30 every Monday we meet online in this forum. Bye. See you.
Mm.